Hey everybody, this morning we are at MHA Foundation and we are here with Alan Simpson, who is the, help me make sure I get your title right, you're the band director for PUSD, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, welcome Alan. It is really exciting to have you here today. Today we get to hear about what is going on in the band program, all of the exciting things that Alan is doing, and what the community is doing to come together to support music and music education in Payson. So Alan, tell us what's going on with your program.
So I teach at 3 schools. I teach at JRE 5th grade band, RCMS 6th grade band or beginning band, and then advanced band, which is mostly 7th and 8th graders at RCMS also.
Oh, wow.
And then I have a guitar class at the high school, and then the symphonic and marching band at the high school.
So you really just kind of mostly hang out and don't do much all the time, right?
Pretty much,
yeah. Absolutely. Sounds like they keep you hopping across the district.
Yeah, and starting 5th grade band was my idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
I went to Linda Gibson and Kim Yates, and because I had been talking to other students from previous years about how their band was so big and so good when they were in high school, and they all had 5th grade band.
Certainly.
And then I went to Linda and Kim and said, is this something we could do? And they said, let's look into it. And they came back and said yes. And we used the PUSD boardroom for a band classroom. And there are 90 kids. 90? Yeah, in 5th grade band.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And
wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's more than half of the 5th grade class.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't see them all at once. I mean, with each group, they're split up into 6 groups, and then I see 3 groups together on Thursdays, and then the other 3 groups also on Thursdays.
Wow, that is amazing. You know, I know from my personal experience, I wasn't in band, I was a choir girl, but it's so important, especially in those formative years, for the sense of identity, of I'm a part of something.
Absolutely.
I do something, I have a skill. Those students who can glom onto that, and also I really think that, you know, learning music and learning how to read music helps to build critical thinking in the brain and those types of things as well.
Absolutely. It's actually like learning a second or third language.
Sure.
You know, with all of the terms that they have to, and reading left to right and down and up and down. And
sure.
Reading backwards and forwards, and, you know, Willy Wonka upways and sideways.
Well, and understanding that other people are reading the same piece of paper and doing something different. Right. But the totality of what the outcome is depends on everybody doing their part correctly.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal for teamwork.
Yeah, it is.
And nobody can be louder.
Nope. Yeah, they all have to fit inside each other's sound.
That's right. Yeah. It's just so fantastic. I am just so impressed that you have that much impact, especially in the younger grades. That's really impressive. Yeah. So how many students do you have in the middle school and at the high school?
So I started 6th grade with 60 in one class, and you know, as semester we lost quite a few, and we're about 40 now. Okay. Which is a pretty big size.
It's still pretty big, yeah.
And then 7th and 8th grade is 20, and then high school is 20 as well.
Okay. So we're building the program from the ground up is what we're doing.
Yeah, we build the program, and also I talk with the band director in Pine, and we're getting some kids from their school to come into high school next year. So we'll have a bigger program at the high school because of them and because of RCMS.
Wow, so actually a recruitment tool as well.
Yeah, and we go and visit them. Last year we went about 3 or 4 times, and we haven't been there yet, just with my busy schedule. Yeah. But we're going after spring break, and last year we did a combined concert with all of the Payson bands and the Pine band. So we had about 100 people on stage.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, and we will hope to do that again this year. And a shout out to Ryan Semrau, the Pine band director. For helping me with that.
That's great. So do you go to any festivals or any competitions or anything like that?
Yeah, in the fall the high school marching band does a competition circuit where I choose in about April, May, about 4 or 5 different competitions. And we go and compete. We work hard and get the music prepared and getting the show ready. and then we have we have 10 minutes to get on the field, perform our show, and get off the field.
Wow.
And yeah, and last year we did better than this year because of the size and different things, but we are growing, and we, you know, we did improve over the year this year. And then in the spring just last week, I took our CMS Advanced Band and the high school band to the Northeast Region Large Group Festival, where the RCMS Advanced Band earned an excellent rating and the high school earned a superior rating.
And how do those fit in rankings?
So it goes fair, good, excellent, and superior.
Oh, wow. So they both took top tier then.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
And one excellent thing that I would like to point out about the middle school was last year they did earn the superior rating, but because of the size of the middle school advanced band, I had high school kids filling in voices, basically. And so they earned that superior rating because they had mixed with high school. But this year, I only had one high school student in the advanced band, so this was all them.
All middle school.
Yeah, and
That's
most
great.
of them are second-year players, so seventh graders.
Wow. Wow, that is really impressive.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome. So recently, MHA Foundation, you reached out to us, and
Yes.
we had the opportunity to partner with you. So
Yeah.
can you talk to us a little bit about what your needs were and how we were able to work together?
Yeah, so I reached out because our program is growing, and I know that, and a lot of the instruments that we have are old, and instruments are expensive.
Yes.
And also with that, we were able to purchase new stands, music stands, through the high school last year. And
Having been in choir and had to deal with old stands, it's definitely important.
yeah,
When they start sinking during practice or
we had
concert, it's really frustrating.
Yeah, we had a lot of those, and so myself and my high school students, we went through and found ones that were broken and beyond repair, and threw away probably 50 stands.
And so how many new ones?
100.
100, that's great.
Because I also knew that we would need some at the middle school and at the elementary school. And then with those, we needed some storage, and so we got double-decker stand racks from MHA, with MHA partnering, and we also purchased some new instruments so that we can, so that when you have a new instrument versus an old instrument, you feel better, and so you play better, and you feel like you can play better because you have an instrument that works, and you're not having to fight with to get the right sound or to get to work correctly. And, so
Absolutely. No, it's hard enough to learn the instrument, let alone learn how to work around the instrument.
Right. Yeah, and if you're playing trombone and the slide is really sticky and you have to, that doesn't really work.
No, that doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that's really exciting. It's going to be fun to see how these contributions to the program are able to make changes and improve the lives of these students. And I just want to express from MHA and from the community our appreciation for how much you truly do invest into these students. That's an incredible undertaking to cover 3 sites and so many different students. The lives you're touching and the changes that you're making are really enduring. They're going to last forever. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.